Hello, value humans. This is Starscream with the Grim Reapers, and today we're doing a review of the R&J SimTech IRTrackStar Ultralight RS. This happens to be version 3 of the TrackStar, which is a 3D printed IR tracker powered by a lithium-ion battery. It is meant to be used with either OpenTrack or TrackIR version 5. As of the making of this video, the TrackStar retails for $81. There should be a link in the video description below where you can get a 10% discount off of that. It should be noted that both the charging cable and the IR camera are not included. The lithium-ion battery inside the TrackStar is good for 1,000 charges and should last anywhere from 10 to 15 hours per charge and has a life cycle of 1,000 charges. The TrackStar uses a USB-A to a USB-C connector. Cables can be found for around $6 to $8. It should also be noted that it should not be plugged into a power source of more than 5 volts or 1 amp. In other words, the number of life cycles that you'll get out of a lithium battery is greatly reduced. One of the largest advantages to the TrackStar is how it attaches to the headset. As you can see here, my current TrackIR has to be velcroed to the outside of the headset, which can ruin it when taking it off and leaving marks. If you have a very expensive headset, you probably don't want to be doing this. The TrackStar actually comes with this Velcro strap along with a padded rectangle that allows you to attach it right to the headset without causing any permanent damage or marks. It also allows you to remove the tracker if you're going to use the headset for something else. It also has a screw that can be adjusted with an Allen wrench to adjust the angle of the IR tracker, so it should fit any headset that you have. It definitely has a sleek look. My son even asked me when he saw it, "When did you buy the model spaceship?" And since this IR tracker goes on the left side of the headset, I had to move my IR camera over. For the purposes of this review, I'm only going to be using OpenTrack, since I don't own TrackIR version 5. Simply setting it up and turning it on and hitting right shift F9 brought it right to center. As you can see, the pixels are maybe a little small compared to other TrackIRs, but it should be noted that I play on a 50-inch TV, and the TrackIR camera is much farther away than it should be if you're using a monitor, so my settings might be slightly different. You can see that I have a good range of motion. Starting off here, you can see that it pans really well even in F2 mode in DCS. Useful if you're going to be making videos. Inside the cockpit, it continues to track well. This video was made right after DCS 2.8 came out. As you can also see, I can look easily back over my shoulder, which is actually looking left with the IR tracker on my left side, which is usually when you have the most difficulty, because your face can hide the LED lights. Again, in F2 mode, can easily turn around and see 180 degrees behind me. Now to show how steady the IR tracker is when we have to zoom in very close. In this case, we're going to do a gun run on a bunch of trucks. It should be noted that all of these videos are taken on the GR Stoneburner server, which is a public server, and none of this is scripted. This is actual missions inside the server that we're trying to do. As you can see, it's actually very steady even when you have to zoom in quite a lot. And while we roll in for the attack here, I will point out that R&J SimTech did not ask for any positive review of their product. They simply provided the product for the review, then provided answers for any questions we had, provided whatever support we had. I do recommend, if you want to know more about their product, that you actually go to their website, which should be provided in the comments below, and join their Discord server. That is usually how they are most responsive, which I have found for most products for DCS seems to be how most of the manufacturers of flight sim equipment seem to be most responsive is when you use DCS. And here we have the also important battle damage assessment of being able to look over your shoulder after you hit the target, which if you're in a jet is even more important to see if you're having incoming fire or manpads flying at you. Now for the most important test of any IR tracker, checking your fuel state while in a P-51 Mustang, because as you can see, the fuel state is there in the floor. Oh, our right tank is almost empty, left tank has a lot, and I'm going to do the life-saving measure of flipping over to my proper fuel tank. And now an example of checking the left fuel tank, again in the floorboard. You can see that we still have plenty of fuel in that one. We're still on the way home. So enough fuel to go ahead and do another gun run. Again, very steady when we're actually trying to strafe the convoy. Pull up. And the battle damage assessment. Very easy to do. And in closing here, I would say that the TrackStar IR is recommended. It might be a little bit more costly than some of the other products that are out there on the market, but you'll definitely pick up savings without having to buy a whole bunch of AA batteries. The LED lights stick out farther from your face, so you can actually turn around and not necessarily have any glitches. You won't have to be marking up your headset by having to tape or glue or Velcro glue the IR tracker to your head, or headset rather. So that's all I've got for today. See you all later.